Okay, number 41. Find the value of x, round to the nearest tenth. So compared to 20, this value over here would be our opposite. Nothing's there. We have our hypotenuse, and we have adjacent. So which trig function uses adjacent and hypotenuse? That would be cosine. So the cosine of 20 degrees is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So I have 10 over x. Cosine of 20 is really just a number. We put it over 1, and we'll cross multiply. X times the cosine of 20 is equal to 1 times 10, which is 10. In order to get x all by itself, let's divide by the cosine of 20. And we get 10.6. And we're all done. Number 42. A large totem pole in the state of Washington is 100 feet tall. At a particular time of day, the totem pole casts a 249-foot long shadow. Find the measure of A to the nearest degree. Alrighty, compared to x degrees, we have 100 feet as our opposite, and 249 is our adjacent. So which trig function uses opposite and adjacent? Tangent. So the tangent of x is equal to opposite over adjacent. When we're looking for our angle and our angle is unknown, this is when we use the inverse function. We're going to ask our calculator what has the tangent of 100 over 249. And our output will be our angle. So second tan 100 over 249 is 22 degrees to the nearest degree. Alrighty, number 43. Compared to x, this would be our opposite, we don't have it, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So which trig function uses adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So we'll jump right to the inverse. I know I'm looking for the angle. So what has the cosine of 9 over 15? So second cosine, 9 divided by 14, and we get 50 degrees. Alrighty, number 44. Find the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation or depression goes right here. Of the sun from the ground. So there's our sunshine. When a tree that is 10 yards tall, 10 yards tall, casts a 14-yard shadow. Alrighty, so in this picture we have the opposite and we have adjacent. So this is tangent. What has the tangent of 10 over 14? So second tan in our calculators, 10 divided by 14 is 35.5, so we'll round that to 36 degrees. And last but not least, find the value of x, round the length to the nearest tenth. So what we should remember is that this 30-degree angle right here is technically the angle of depression. Since we know that the horizontal lines here are parallel, I know that this angle, which is also the angle of elevation, is also 30 degrees since they're alternate interior angles. So if I'm comparing everything to 30, I can kind of ignore this stuff going on up here. Now I'll just look at this bottom triangle. Compared to 30 degrees, 400 is the opposite, and x is the hypotenuse. So we have the sine of 30 degrees is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So I put sine of 30 over 1, and I cross multiply. X times the sine of 30 is equal to 1 times 400, or 400. And now, in order to get x all by its lonesome, we'll divide by sine of 30. And I'll type this in my calculator. 400 divided by the sine of 30, which is 800. And we're talking about meters. Hope this is helpful. If you need anything else, feel free to send me an email or come in before or after school. Thanks.